What's up, Keep Pounding crew? Back today with another video. Keep pounding! Today's topic is the 24-9 victory over the Texans. If you like the channel, if you like the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. Let's get into it. So, we are 3-0, and it feels so satisfying right now. But at what cost? We lost Christian McCaffrey to a hamstring injury. We lost DJ to an injury that has not been disclosed yet. I think it's his back. I don't know for sure. And we lost J.C. Horn. No, it's J.C. Horn that has the back injury. My mistake. So now he has a foot injury. A broken foot, to be more specific, as a result of this game. I warned you to be cautious of injuries. Now here we are. We're going into the Dallas game. We lost 3 of our major pieces. But don't be alarmed. Here's why. When you look at our depth chart, what do you find? Behind DJ, there's Terrence Marshall Jr., who is a budding, great wide receiver that has starting potential, in my opinion. So we're not losing much there. Sam Darnold already has a really good connection with him and really good chemistry with him. That's been proven. So, we're not losing much there. I can see Robbie getting a few more catches this coming week because DJ is not there. And I can see Chuba Hubbard getting a few more catch attempts too. As much as I would like to see it be Royce instead. But beggars can't be choosers. And this is our management, of course, that we're talking about. So, behind J.C. Horn is our boy Melvin, who struggles with pass coverage. And that's why he was put on the practice squad. It wasn't because of his tackling ability, it's because of his coverage ability. His yards after the catch stoppage was good. You know, his tackling was good. But his coverage is what hurt him. So, as we go into this Dallas game, we're going to be facing 2 very, very good Dallas wide receivers. The first one of which will be put on Dante Jackson. The other will test him. So, the issue I've got here with Melvin is, do we move Burris up to assist Melvin and leave Chandler on an island back there for deep passing, which is not good at all, considering he's terrible at coverage as well? Or do we leave Melvin one-on-one for the majority of the time and send over maybe a linebacker to help out and hope that everything turns out okay? You know, maybe Shaq. But you don't want to do it too often because we're blitzing with Shaq, right? We're trying to keep Shaq away from the corner spot, you know, and where he needs to be able to deflect some balls and stop the running plays. So you don't want to overuse Shaq. So Melvin kind of puts us in a tight spot, in my opinion. And with Melvin, you give up a lot of short plays, but they add up. That's the problem. A lot of first downs, they add up, and eventually they lead to points. So with Dak Prescott throwing, you know he's going to recognize this on film and he's going to take full advantage of it. And I'm one of the few YouTubers that will actually point this out, because I see things for what they are. Now, if I could see it, Phil Snow should be able to see this and should be able to adjust in some way, shape, or form. Because if you don't adjust to that, by the time you get to the fourth quarter, fatigue sets in and it gets bad from there. So, speaking of Chandler, stop putting him in goal line situations. I keep telling y'all that. And look what happens. The Texans just burned us for 7 points in the end zone because this man cannot figure out what the heck he's doing coverage-wise. And it's even worse when you ask him to try to cover up a gap. You don't want him in goal line packages. It's just not going to work. If you're expecting a pass deflection from this man, it's rare. Same with Melvin. It's rare. Don't put him in there. With Melvin, you got a rough issue with closing speed and awareness. So, with Chandler, it's both. It's heavily both. Not that I don't like Chandler. He's a great tackler. But he's just not the answer in goal line packages. But when you don't have much, he'll do. You know? For drives down the field. So, I don't know where that leaves us. Again, going into the Dallas game. That's rough. That's really rough. But I'm not saying I don't like any of these players. I do. Melvin's solid. You know? At tackling and stopping the yards off the catch. He's solid. It's just the coverage I've got an issue with. You know, and that's what puts these people out of the starting roles and where they are in the depth chart. Which is fine. They're temporary. That's why they're there. So, you know, none of this should raise alarm bells, considering the fact that I don't think that we're going to get out of Dallas with a win anyway. Dallas has too much firepower for us to handle defensively to where we can get something going. You know, it's going to take a while before we even get a running game going in that game. I'll be real with you. Dallas is going to be rough. And the way I look at it is, let's take the L. It's fine. You know, it's one L along the way, you know, to getting to 10 wins. It's fine. I already had this marked down as a loss anyway. But if we surprisingly get the W with the people that we are subbing in, that really sends a message to the league saying, we are here to stay. And we are here to fight. So, you know, we're serious. We're serious contenders at that point. I believe it. I don't know how far we would go playoffs-wise once we got there. You know, but 10 wins is definitely in the foreseeable future. Especially if we beat Dallas. We weren't supposed to beat the Saints either on my board. So, you know, surprising win there. That Saints game was kind of 50-50 for me. But we got it. We got the win. It was there. You know, for the taking, we took it. So, same thing with the Texans game. We took care of business. We got our win. Now, it gets tricky. because we've got Dallas coming up. We got an Eagles defense that's dangerous, and we also have a Vikings offense that we should not underestimate. So this is going to be an interesting 3-game stretch for us. Let's see what happens. You know. But thus far, we did well. You talking about we held David Mills to 168 yards, 1 touchdown, 19 for 28. Not bad. Considering a raunchy defense that we have right now. Ranked number 1 in the league in several categories. Offensive side of the ball, we're looking at 23 for 34, Sam Darnold, 304 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns. Tommy Tremble had 1. It's a very interesting team. So when you look at the stats here, we've got 5 for 11 on third down efficiency. Not too shabby. We held them to 1 for 9 on defense. Yes, sir. That's what you like to see. 407 total net yards today. We had 304 gross yards passing. 290 net yards passing. So, and again, as I mentioned, we held their rushing attack to under 50 yards. Total, ladies and gentlemen. I told you they would not get past 50 yards. I was right. That defensive front is for real. And if you keep sleeping on it, you will regret it. Eagles and Vikings fans, be warned. If you think that your running back can get past 50 yards, you're going to be in for a shock. Because once we get out of that Dallas game, that defensive front is either going to be exposed or they're going to be really, really pissed off. And I would not want to be the running back that they have to go after. I would not want to be the running back that stands in their way at that point during those 2 games. So, the biggest thing I saw takeaway-wise from this game was Chuba Hubbard. What we found out about the rushing game. We learned that Chuba can be more of a balanced running back than a power back. And he also hasn't been fumbling it. Now, if you want him to catch a little swing pass or something like that, that's where we got question marks. Because he dropped one today. So, work on that jug machine, man. That's my suggestion. Again, just keep working on it. Keep working on it. You'll get there, Chuba. I believe in you, man. He's a developmental running back, and I believe that we got a solid guy here. That could be really solid for us for a number of years. So we're looking at red zone efficiency 3 for 5, 60% there. Goal to go efficiency 3 for 3. The time of possession, important number right there, 35 minutes and 45 seconds. And we finally scored in the third quarter. How about that one? So, we held Melvin Ingram to 21 yards total. Total, ladies and gentlemen. We did get roasted by Cooks. He got 112 yards on us, but hey, did he get a touchdown? No. So let's talk about this defense led by Shaq Thompson today. We had 9 quarterback hits today. We had 1 pass deflection, and that 1 pass deflection was by Brian Burns. No picks today, but sacks, we had 4. You had half a sack by Fox, 1 sack by Brian Burns, 1.5 by Reddick, and 1 by Frankie Louvu. You know, this is a nasty crew right here. But we go back to Melvin here. He got 3 open field tackles by himself. See, this is proof that this man can tackle. I'm not saying that he can't. So the Houston Texans went 0 for 4 on 3rd downs. That's how dominant our defense was in the first half. They only managed 1 touchdown. That's it. That's it. They only managed 4 first downs. Wow. Wow. If y'all are still questioning whether this team is for real or not, come at me during these streams, man. Because I'm going to break this stuff down in detail. But I will quickly go over the grades, you know, so I don't make this video too long. Quarterback, A. You know, Sam Darnold looked great today. Played well. Did well. Running backs, B+. I felt like you got to take the drops into account. The short yardage runs versus the long yardage runs into account. I felt like, you know, this is good. I actually may have to take off a letter grade for Sam Darnold because of the fumbles. So that would be an A-. But, yeah, get that under control, and that's an A. Tight ends, A-. I was really happy with Dan Arnold today. Dan Arnold putting up 8 for 11, 2 touchdowns today. Very, very happy with him. Tommy Tremble with a touchdown of his own. Oh, no. Sam Darnold had the rushing touchdowns. My bad. Dan Arnold was, let me see, receiving. He actually was kind of quiet today. He had 2 catches for 23 yards. But not bad, you know? Not bad. Catching wise, you got Tremble with 1 catch for 30 yards. Big play on that one. Big conversion play right there. That made a huge difference. Wide receiver, A-. Wide receivers look good, but the play call was so unimaginative. Again, we got to open up this playbook. It's too conservative. We're still looking at 24 points. You know what I mean? We could do better. We had so many opportunities to do better, and we didn't take them. You know, so until I see that happen, I can't properly give the wide receivers a full A until I see that happen. They were open, you know. We had that 1 drop by Robbie. We had 1 drop by Chuba. But technically Chuba would count as a wide running back. So take it with a grain of salt. So overall, I'm happy. O line B plus. We look good, except for a couple of missed blocks. One which led to a fumble for Sam Darnold. Of course, that fumble again is on Sam Darnold. I want to reiterate that. The fumble was on Sam Darnold, not on the line. Plus, Sam was sitting back there for way too long. Couldn't find any wide receivers that were open. That's another reason why that's an A minus for the wide receivers. I was a little disappointed with that in the first half. So, that's why we struggled there. And my main issue, again, is Cam Irving. This is the third game in a row we've seen him miss a block, which led to trouble for Sam Darnold. Get it under control. That's all I'm going to say. Work on your technique. Love you, man. But work on your technique. Defensive tackle B. I mean, as great as these defensive tackles are, there's always room for improvement on the pass rush. So, yeah. You know what? I'll upgrade that. I'll upgrade that to an A minus. You guys deserve it. There we go. Upgraded. So, solid run defense. They look good. Derek Brown, absolutely solid. Not a problem there. Defensive end, excellent pass rushing from Brian Burns, of course. And, Morgan Fox impressed me as well. I'll say A minus on that one. We did kind of give Mills a little too much time for a while, and he did burn us. But, if you look at the game as a whole, we look good. Linebacker B plus. Of course, there's always room for improvement there with coverage wise. But tackling yards after the catch, we got that under control. Corner, same thing. Coverage is the issue. Tackling and yards after the catch is not a problem. Free safety B plus. Cornerback B plus. Love Burris. He was getting it done today. Strong safety Jeremy Chin getting it done. Obviously, special teams A, we didn't have a problem there. Coaching B, we need Joe Brady to get that playbook opened up for these new guys that are coming in. Especially Terrace Marshall Jr. Open the playbook. Seriously. Open it for Chuba as well. I feel like if we have him as a primary running back, have him take most of the snaps, have Royce back him up, have Royce go for the wide receiver role as well, and leave Chuba in the running back role, but toss one to him every once in a while. It's like a little check down, see if we can get something moving there if we need to. It's fine. I see no problem with that. Just don't overuse them in the wide receiver area, because if you do, it's not going to end well. So, and I was happy with Matt Rule and his timeouts usage. So, very happy with that. Time management has been great. No issues. I've been very happy with Matt Rule. I would struggle to find anything that I could pick apart there. And finally, effort and tackling are both A's. You know, you can't argue with the effort and the tackling today. It was good. You know, these guys wanted it in the second half. They showed that they wanted it. I was getting ready to give them a B on effort. I was getting ready to, but they came out and started firing on offense in the second half. And I said, hold up. What is this? You know? So they got it done. So effort wise, yes. That's an A. So kind of just to sum up my thoughts on this 3-0 record right now. Yes, we lost CMC, but we gained a running back, Chuba. Yes, we lost DJ for a little bit, but we gained Terrence Marshall Jr. Yes, we lost J.C. Horn with the broken foot for a while, you know, but we're gaining a very, very good tackler still. You know, so it's not time to raise the alarm bells. It's not time yet. While they are very bad injuries and we need to heal up, and we need to take this 10-day respite here to heal up and prepare for Dallas, and we can kind of use Dallas as kind of a healing stage too, as well. There's a lot of weeks where we can use time to heal these players and get them back out there. So our schedule allows for that. So that's a good thing. But if we somehow get that surprise win against Dallas, I'll automatically upgrade us to a contender. We still aren't opening up the playbook. You know, as I mentioned. Defensively, we look good, but Melvin is the issue, I think. And Cameron Irving is the issue on offense. And I've already explained why on both. Still very much on track for 10 wins, ladies and gentlemen. Still very much there. We are right on schedule. But we do need DJ back, and we need CMC, and also J.C. Horn for the long haul. We're going to need these guys back by the time we play New England. Because with New England, it's going to be a 6-pronged sword. And what do I mean by that? 1, just because they don't have Tom Brady, they still have Mac Jones. They can still hurt us there. 2, you got to play mistake-free ball, otherwise they will take full advantage of it. That defense is no joke. 3, Belichick is a master strategist. You got to be prepared for anything in that game, even if it's in our home stadium. 4, injuries. Injuries play a major factor in whether we have a shot in that game or not. 5, don't beat ourselves. And 6, we need a strong 53-man depth chart and roster to take on New England at any given time. That is a very, very dangerous team. That being said, we need everybody on deck for that New England game, so I hope we get these guys back by then. I really, really hope we have these guys healthy and back by then. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. There's still a little bit of work to do, on offense, but I think we'll get there. Let's get healthy. Let's use this 10-day respite. Let's get ourselves back together. And we can use this Monday night game to tell us a lot about this Dallas team and about this Eagles team. So there's a lot to be gained from that game alone. So I highly suggest people watch that game and scout it, if you do scout. But overall, I'm very, very happy with where we are and where we can get to. We got a lot of work to do, folks. But this team is starting to gain some respect around the league, and I'm very, very pleased with that. Let's continue to do that. Let's continue to be predators. Let's continue to get these W's where we should get them. And take care of business where we need to take care of business. Be expecting a stream either Friday or Saturday to accommodate for the Texans game here tonight. I'll be posting that announcement on the Facebook page. Keep pounding in all caps. So if you're not joined that page, go hit that join button, hit that follow button, hit that like button. Go check it out if you haven't done so already. And check out my live streams. They are up and they're not going anywhere. So go check them out. Until then, I hope this video finds you happy, healthy, and well. And as always, keep pounding. 3-0. Let's go enjoy it. Keep pounding.